Hey, this is GEMIDAPHLO. Okay, today we are juicing. Okay, we got Gala apples, celery stalks, carrots, Granny Smith apples, strawberries. Today I'm mixing the celery stalks with the Granny Smith apples. Gala apples with the carrots because I had it last time. So freaking good. The strawberries. I think I might just make strawberry juice because I never had strawberry juice alone. If you juice, like, what you be mixing your strawberries with? Let me know. As you can see, I have my strawberries being cleaned. I got baking powder in there, and I got white vinegar and water. So I got this juicer last May. I've been wanting a juicer forever, and I finally got one. The greatest juicer in the world, but I really want one of those big ones, like those big mouth juicers, so then I don't have to like cut all my fruit up all the time. Let's start with Gala apples today. What I do like to do is have me a bowl handy so I can throw my little cores and dry trash right there. I'm going to chop them up like this. Nice and easy. I like to do these on Sundays because it's like a reset for the week, you know. Had apple juice fall all over me. And I'm really trying to keep a routine because, I mean, that means discipline. You know, keeping the routine, it works in other parts of my life too. I can easily get things done without being upset at myself that I didn't get it done. Making myself keep these plans is actually helping me in my creative career. Like, I'm really trying, you know. I used to have a lot of functional freeze. I used to like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing something. And I'm like making myself get up now and making myself do these things. It's really a form of self-care. Like, I feel like having discipline comes with self-care, if you know what I mean. You can't be disciplined. It's harder to keep routines. It's harder to get things done when you're not disciplined. And that's why I believe being disciplined in your regular life can help you in your creative life. I try not to beat myself up when I don't get things done. Having discipline in your everyday life is a process. It's okay to sit down when you need to sit down, but just don't make it a habit, because if you do, it'll trickle down to the rest of your life. And I am living proof of that, because baby, when it trickles down, it trickles down. And it's not fair or fun for anybody involved. We're almost there. First juice I'm making is apple carrot. When I was in my depression, it was really hard for me to get up and keep a routine because I was just stuck feeling sorry for myself for a long time. I was just stuck mentally, emotionally, and I wasn't giving myself the needed time to heal. I was actually just like laying in my own shit, you know, for lack of a better term. I was taking it and I was like, oh, woe is me, woe is me. And I never wanted to get up. It's gonna get loud in here. You see that shit working? Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot, Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. It goes down. Life is almost like this juicer. You have to treat it like it. Get the stuff you want. Use the stuff you can use. And shred the rest of the shit. Even though this shit is fiber, this is the fiber, but we're going to use it as a negative thing. Take what you can, do what you can. And the things that don't fit, shred them shits. Whether it be like people, time, places, things, negative thought patterns, put that shit in a juicer and get all the gunk out. Keep what you want. You know what I mean? Keep the things that make you happy. Keep the things that support your well-being. You know what I mean? Stop eating the whole apple, if you would, if you will. Follow me here. Follow me. Stop eating the whole apple. All right? Freaking juice it. Juice the apple. Strain out the seeds. You know what I mean? In this case, you're straining out bad seeds, you know, for the analogy that I'm using. I'm not going to say it's going to be 100% the day you remove these things, but I think it'll be on the right track to actually drink the juice and let the juice be good. You know what I mean? I had to learn that the hard way, you know, because I was holding on to things and thoughts and patterns and memories and just things that weren't helping me on my journey to be who I am now, living more authentically, that is, and loving on myself a little more and taking care of myself a little more. Basically practicing self-care, because self-care is not just only physical, self-care is also spiritual and mental. You have to take care of yourself. You gotta take care of your mental body and your spiritual body as well as your physical. Because if you keep feeding it gunk, guess what's gonna come out? Gunk. You don't want gunk. Plant the seeds that are good seeds. Watch what you put in your mouth. Watch what you say out your mouth. Watch what you read. Watch what you see. Watch that shit. It can show up in ways that you didn't even know was possible, okay? I put my juice in these things. I'm not a thrift store fan, but like housing items, I'll do it. I'll do a housing item, but I won't do clothes. I'm gonna finish out here. I used to hate VH Splash. I really hated it. I was just not a fan. And this is basically VH Splash. My palate has evolved in a million different ways, and it got me eating stuff that I was like, ew, I don't want to eat no fucking VH Splash. What I look like drinking VH Splash? That's an old people drink. And I'm like, damn, am I old? By my own standards, I'm only 33. Okay, I'm not scared to say my age. I'm fine with it. I'm gonna keep this last apple, and now we can just dump our trash right there. This is how much apple juice we have. Okay, so I don't know how many carrots I'm gonna use. All right, we use 8 apples, so I'm gonna use 8 carrots. Chop up 2 at a time. I'm so excited to give y'all some new music. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm nervous, but I'm like, I'm ready. I'm like, y'all deserve it. And I know that God made this my purpose. When you know you have purpose, it's hard for it to like fuck up. Like, even when it's like a lot of shit going on in your life, your purpose will always be your purpose. It might take you a longer road to get there. It might take a lot of trials and tribulations, but God made this your purpose for a reason. And you have to take it in stride. You got to remember what you're doing for. Whatever you're doing, whether you're an entrepreneur, a creative, a teacher, a social worker, like me. Look at that shit just popped out like that. How dare you pop out like that? I think I got to hold these down because they popping up. Whatever you do in life, whatever you believe your purpose is, don't ever, ever stop. And don't let anybody try to stop you from achieving your goals and your dreams, because nobody knows what your purpose is but you, in the grand scheme of things. Nobody knows what you're capable of but you. Sometimes you don't even know. Only God really knows. Work that shit. And I'm here to tell you, whatever you're going through right now, it's only temporary. Trust me, it's only temporary. But don't think there's not going to be any more pain or hurt or destruction in your path ahead. Just know that joy always comes in the morning. Like the old heads say, he might not come when you want him, but baby, he is right on time. All the time. I don't like how I'm not getting this much carrot juice. Maybe I should use more carrots. I'm really excited though, because all these things I've been through, it led me to here, to where I am right now. This has made me a better writer and a better creative and a better person, a healthier person because of the struggles I had to go through to get to this point right now. At the time, I didn't know how I was going to make it through, but I knew it was temporary, and I knew it was for a reason, because I always believe every single solitary thing in your life happens for a reason. Everything does. No matter what. Nothing is for no reason. Even though at the time I was contemplating suicide, I really was contemplating suicide. I really was just like, I can't be here no more. I can't do this. And then I was like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? Contemplating suicide? You weird. You weird. Go to the hospital. And that's, end up going to the ER, and I got it together eventually. Even though I had to leave where I was, it was like I was touching the goal, I was touching the dream, and then I felt like at that time it got snatched from me. And I didn't know what to do. And all I did was intellectualize it instead of feeling the feelings. And that low key made it worse. Well, I ain't gonna say worse. Like I know why it happened, but I never cried about it. I never sat there and was just like, I need to feel these feelings because feelings are not a thing for me. I used to look at crying as weak because I didn't know it was a thing. Like I didn't know I was allowed to cry. So I just never did. And I was too scared to cry, not just in front of people, but in front of myself. Like I wasn't being real with myself. I wasn't crying at all because I was like, nah, I'm not gonna sit here and cry like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, I'm okay with it, and I'm crying when I need to cry. And sometimes it's not even a bad cry. It's like a release. And one of my friends, my best friend, Shalondra, she said, maybe you're crying because you feel safer with yourself and able to cry. And I thought that was some deep shit. So I was like, wow, because I didn't feel safe with myself enough to cry. And I just have random ass crying spells. But I think it's just relief. And they're not sad crying. I'm just like crying and I'm like laughing because apparently I'm still not as comfortable with it as I like to be. But I just be sitting there like, oh shit, I'm crying again. Lord have mercy. And I just be laughing because I'm like, girl. But I let it happen this time. I used to not let it happen. I used to be there and be like, don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it. But now I'm like, just do it, girl. Just do it. And I hope that y'all can get some from that. You know what I mean? Because it's okay to feel. Every single emotion you got is okay to feel. I don't know. I feel like I need to make some more. Baby, this ain't enough. How are we going to have VA splash without splash? This don't make no sense. I'm about to cut this whole bag. When watermelon season comes, I'm going to be all up, all up in the stove. I love me some watermelon juice. You get the seeded watermelon, real watermelon. And I'll be going to Walmart to get it. It's like $6. And I cannot wait till watermelon season shows itself. Because, baby, I'm about to go hamburger cheese. Last summer, I was drinking watermelon juice like every day. I was making it like twice a week. It yielded a lot of juice, too. I remember last year, I bought a watermelon from the farmer's market for the first time. No one told me that you shouldn't get watermelons from the damn farmer's market because they cost too much. And I spent $20 on a damn watermelon because it was $1 a pound. And I was wondering, I was like, why in the hell is this $20? And why nobody took it, but it was 20 pounds. And I told you, ooh, I was at my mama parking my parking spot, so I had to park in the boonies. And I had to walk from my car to Timbuktu to put this damn thing in the house. And man, when I tell you my arms was burning like I just did arm day, baby, I was like, oh, I'm suffering. It was bad. It was real bad. But that thing gave me like, I want to say it gave me like 12 of my regular bottles and then like 3 mason jars. Like it was so crazy. And shit was delicious. Juicing can get expensive because you gotta buy all this fruit and vegetables and it doesn't yield a lot. This is 11 carrots and like 8 apples. And this is what it made. So let's look and see how much juice I'm gonna get. How many bottles am I gonna get from this? I'm gonna be so mad if it's not a lot. I'm gonna be pissed off. So I got these little babies from Amazon. If you want the link, let me know. We don't want to fill it up all the way because if we do that, you put it in the freezer, the shit will bust. Bust it wide open and that's it. So about that much. Then you put your top on here. Don't fill it up all the way because I made that mistake the first time I juiced. The first time my whole bottle cracked open and broke all over the freezer. I was so mad. Now I put them in the refrigerator instead. See, I should have got some cucumbers, what I should have did. But next time. Tell me what I should juice next time. Juicing helps me with my sugar intake because I'm a sugar addict. And in order to get the sugar, I just juice now instead of continuously eating bullshit. Now, I ain't gonna say that's consistent. When I found out about Tams, I went to Tams 3 times in a row. I'm talking about 3 times in a row. Ashamed. But these bottles also have this right here. They have these tops that you can put straws in. And it comes with little glass straws. I could just, boop. It came with some like stickers and stuff, but I ain't gonna use that shit. Now we're gonna hit these Granny Smith apples and the celery. Let's get it on. Just like my FYP page on TikTok, I built this life brick by brick. You hear me? Brick by brick. God factored in all the BS that you'll do. He factored all of it in. He factored in willpower. He factored all that in for us. And he knew. He knew what you got going on. I don't know how many apples I'm gonna use in this one. Oh shit. Oh, sounding fucked up already. Jeez Louise. I really fucked that one up, didn't I? So what y'all like to do? Put in the comments what's y'all favorite pastime. Y'all like movies? I don't think I think I've been to one movie since I've been here. And I've been here for a year now. And I haven't really been to the movies. What's the last movie that y'all saw? I should probably move this knife before I cut myself, because I'll be the one to do it. I want to go see Mufasa, and I think I might see Mufasa later on today. How dare you? How dare you kill Mufasa, you little skank. Just out here fucking up apples. I was doing yoga when it was like warm outside. I was doing yoga at the Bluff over here off of Nipro. And it was so fun. And it really helped my back. You know, because I have a herniated disc that causes me a lot of pain a lot of times, to the point where I can't like do things that I used to enjoy. I sound like a commercial, but I cannot like stand or sit too crazy long. Well, actually, it's gotten better since I've been doing yoga, but yoga has really helped heal my back. Because I'm scared of a chiropractor. I'm really scared because what if they pop something and fuck something else up? I'm too scared. I'm too scared. And I can't have surgery because you're supposed to have like this thing called drop foot. Look it up. And I don't have drop foot. I just, at one point I couldn't walk. And it led me to the hospital for a week. And I could not move around. I'm saying like, it was so bad that I could not get out the bed. And I couldn't move around in the bed. Turning over in the bed was a hassle. So I couldn't do it. Why do I keep cutting this freaking apple like this? What is wrong with me? Nothing, Casey. Nothing's wrong with you. Do y'all like green apples? I guess to eat, I like green apples more than I like red. But to drink, I like red apples more than I like green. Tell me if you want me to do more things like this. Like, I do have a plan, and if I want to work the plan, but I want y'all to be included in this so I can give y'all what y'all actually want. I'm excited for you to be on this journey with me. Oh my God, bro. Get in the thing. I still got a little carrot juice in that mug. I thought I rinsed it all out, but I guess I didn't. I made this name. I was wanting to be Phoenix so bad because my brother was like, why don't you be called Phoenix? Because my mama used to call me that. Because everything that was going on, I was still pushing forward. Besides that whole thing where I was like, well, maybe I can just end it. But I quickly got out of that. I was like, girl, what the fuck is you talking about? What you doing? During that time, I knew what I saw what I was made of. Tough times, they did bring me down, but not for crazy long. Because once I got out of the war zone, I was like, all right, where my medal at, nigga? Give me my motherfucking medal, nigga. I deserve that medal. I'm scarred, but I'm healing. And that's what matters. I was thinking people were who they weren't. And that caused me a lot of heartache and a lot of pain because I did this thing called positive projection, where I was thinking people were like me because they hung with me, but they weren't. but they weren't. Oh my God. And positive projection is actually pretty fucking toxic because you're expecting things out of people that aren't real, that only you could probably do. And I was mad at people for doing that to me. And I was like, why can't you just be like me? Newsflash, they can't because they're not you. And that was a toxic way of living and a toxic way of thinking. Thinking people are going to be as solid or as helpful or as nice as I am. And people are not. They're not. People are shady. People are fucked up. And I wanted to see the best in everybody so bad that it cost me my voice for a while. And it cost me my sanity. It cost me my confidence in my abilities and in myself in general. Like the shit cost me a lot. Thinking people were gonna be like me. And then taking it to the heart when people weren't like me. I was toxic. That was some toxic ass shit. People ain't gonna be you. People are not gonna be as nice as you. People don't have the same values as me. And that's okay that people won't have the same values. That's fine. So don't sit here and be like mad because people don't share the same values. I value trust and respect and loyalty and fairness. And a lot of people aren't built like that. My values I take to the heart. I don't like talking about people. I don't like hurting people's feelings, even though they fucking hurt mine. I don't like that shit. I don't like doing it. So I just don't. And everybody's not like that. I had to learn that nobody gives a shit. Nobody actually gives a shit. No one cares because everybody got their own shit. And it was just like toxic of me to think that somebody was my friend or somebody was cool with me because they were actually like me, but they weren't. And I had to learn the hard way. Needless to say, I lost a lot of people in this time frame. I lost a lot of friends. I had to let people go, and I had to like ghost folks. Pretty much, I was like, I can't fuck with you, and I just left. Now that led me to another part of depression because I was like, I don't have anybody. I had one person in my life. Chandra is my best friend. I had one person at that time. I had her. The person that was the most consistent in my life. That's the person I have now. And I was depressed as shit. I was going through a very toxic ass relationship. And then and I didn't have anybody else but Chandra. And I was like, man, this is some fucked up shit. I'm going through life real tough right now. It was just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. And people weren't seeing things my way. And I was just like, I can't be in this space. I cannot be in this space with these people. It taught me that it's okay to let people go when you need to let them go. Because if they don't mean you no good, they're never going to mean you any good. So I started trusting that shit. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and you, and you. Definitely you. I was just like, fuck everybody, pretty much. No one deserved me at that point. I felt like nobody deserved my time, my space, my energy, my loyalty. Nobody deserved me for real. So I just kept quiet. And that put me in another dark spot. It caused me to stop making music. Not because I wanted to stop making music, but I was so caught up in my brain. And I was so hurt. And I was trying to still appease people that I didn't have any energy to do my music. I didn't have any energy to do anything for myself but sit there and cry about it and say, woe is me. Like, yeah, I tried to put out a song, but it wasn't any follow-up. I made a video for it, matter of fact, and that was it. Like, threw me off for real. I was really hurt. I was hurting so much, and I was giving everything to my relationship and making sure everybody else around me was good and right that I forgot about myself. And that hurt me in the long run. It stopped me from doing things that I loved. It stopped me from loving myself. I lost respect for myself for real. I ain't gonna lie about that one. I lost my love for life. I lost my mojo, my writing skills. It was just, I was so stuck that I couldn't get up. But at this point, it wasn't my back that was fucking me up because at that point I started going to physical therapy and getting better. Um, but I was actually stuck because of my energy was too low. Everything I wanted to do, I couldn't do it. Even though I wanted to get up and go to the studio, I had a jealous man at that. A very jealous man. A very, very jealous man. He was real like, oh, you can't have shit. Matter of fact, one time one of his friends was singing one of my songs. He was singing again. And my boyfriend at the time, he got mad at me. What the fuck you mad at me for? Because your nigga, your friend, is singing my shit. If he know who I am, good on him. Like, why aren't you like, oh, that's cool? No, he was like, fuck that shit. He was mad at me. He was mad at me, y'all. I was like, what are you mad at me for? You need to be mad at your friend for knowing who the fuck I am. But he shouldn't know who I am, apparently, but he was mad at me. And he was jealous, and I took that as a thing to stop doing my music. And I was like, all right, let me pour into him. Because at that time, I was still really depressed. You know, after everything that happened in the previous year, I was so depressed. Still, actually, I met him right after my depression. When I had to go back home with my tail tucked between my legs, that's when I met him. Well, actually, I met him a long time ago, but that's when I was like, all right, I'm going to get with him. It was so bad. It was so bad. I use all the celery, though. I do not like the ugly parts of fruits and vegetables, so I don't eat them. If they look ugly to me, I'm not gonna eat it. And there's probably nothing wrong with it. Probably nothing wrong with the piece. I don't like the way it looks. Celery juice, green apple. Yeah. Rinsed my spoon off. Let's give this a stir. Look at that pretty green drink. Nice and green. Last one. What you got going on? I don't know, girl. Do y'all ever be talking to yourself and then answer yourself, or it's just me? All right, cool. Green apple, celery. Are we ready for the strawberries, y'all? Yeah. Get that mofo. Whoa. Woo. Dirty dozen. I really don't need this big ass knife, but whatever. I never juiced strawberries before, so this should be quite interesting. I don't know how I feel about this. I love how fragrant strawberries are. I don't like the way it come out, honestly. It looks weird. I'm missing some juice. I probably need three big boxes, big containers of strawberries in order to get enough out of here. Oh, look how cute this strawberry is. Ooh, cutie, 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 spooty, 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 spooty. Cute stuff. I like cute fruit. But I don't know if I want to juice my strawberries again because of all the froth that's in there. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of juice. I'm just going to keep putting them in my smoothies. Too much juice being left out, I feel like. Let me know, do you juice strawberries or not? I only got one strawberry left, dog. Look at all that juice. That's juice I could have used. Upsetting. I will never juice strawberries again. Never in my life. So I'm going to use my mason jar. Who knows? Is it going to fill it up? Y'all think it's going to fill it up? I don't know. Probably. Oh. One damn mason jar. Man, you got me fucked up. One little janky ass mason jar. I am disappointed. So this is what we got. Apple and carrot, green apple and celery, strawberry. Look at that. I just like colors. Colors are great, don't you think?
Let me tell you. After I finish juicing,
I went to sleep. Anyway, I'm gonna drink on my red apple and carrot. Just as good as the last time, baby. Anyway, my name is Gimme the Flow. This has been the Sunday Reset. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.